with Yentl.
Masters of Excellence Leadership Conference's inaugural is this Thursday. We caught up with the keynote speakers. Also and around the world, a bombing in Moscow's Domodedovo airport killed at least 31 people and injuring more than 100. And we have events to add to your agenda for Batiko Day. 15 on 15 starts right now. Hi everyone, thank you for joining us. I'm Yentl with your local news. The very first Masters of Excellence Leadership Conference will be held in Aruba at the Hyatt Regency on Thursday morning at 8:30 a.m. Prime Minister Mike Amon will be opening the event. We caught up with a few keynote speakers and the organizer of the conference in order to find out how this presentation benefits the people and the economy of Aruba. The Masters of Excellence Leadership Conference is in its first year, going across the globe enlightening attendees on how to successfully lead a business, organization, or your own life. This conference will be back on the island every 6 months with different speakers. According to Suzanne Leonard, the driving force behind the event, explains how this first conference caters to Aruba.
Aruba has got a very specific agenda right now of change. Many things, privatizing with ATA and so many different things are happening here on the island. The administration's focused on leadership. They're focused on growth. We brought in John Maxwell, which is the leadership guru across the world. He is absolutely amazing. He is #1 at this time. We've brought him in to give full leadership sessions. But we brought in 4 breakout speakers for the afternoon, and they're specifically targeted to the agenda of Aruba. We have change. We have identity, and who are you going to be, and let's create that change. Customer service, Susan Brooks.
On top of that, Ms. Leonard discloses that Alan Williams, one of the keynote speakers, will be discussing creative change, and another will be addressing relationship status between a man and a woman. Suzanne explains the conference is hoping to bring forward the fact that leadership does not just happen overnight. It needs to be created.
If we get anything across, it's that leadership is not just something that happens. It's something you create within yourself, within your organizations, within your culture. And so I really believe that we're coming together with what the agenda is of the Aruban people, and we're coming and bringing that education and that training to the people here.
Alan Williams, a composer who creates the music for movies and television shows in Hollywood, is focusing his motivational speech on the significance of creative change. He wants to open your eyes on what can be achieved when one starts adjusting with a creative mindset.
I would love the people of Aruba to understand how quickly the world changes, even here in the Happy Island, that things change. And to be successful, we have to be able to do things differently. Not just to be different, but we have to be able to expand our thinking. Albert Einstein said insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So if you want a different result, you can't continue to do things the way you've always done them. And so I'm hoping to just open everyone's eyes just a little bit to, wow, if I can imagine that I can do that, and that's what I want the end result to be, I don't have to just think it, I can actually go through a process and actually create a difference, create change.
Besides for the topic of creative change, another simpler topic in which everyone can relate to will be in the hands of Kristen Andres. She will be talking about living the life you love and how to achieve that.
I really want people to understand that they can be the cause of what happens in their life and their own opportunity maker. You don't have to leave life to chance. You can actually really be specific about what you want to manifest within it. And I want to change people's perceptions about what's possible in a lifetime. Mainly, if we focus on our own happiness and our own plan to create that happiness, we have a much better opportunity to create that for ourselves.
As mentioned before, the Masters of Excellence Leadership Conference is set to be held this Thursday at the Hyatt Regency Resort. To secure your spot, go to www.themastersofexcellence.com. We will have more on the conference for you on Wednesday night's edition of 15 on 15. And in other news, on Saturday night, due to the unexpected blackout, Renaissance Hotel's Crystal Casino, located on LG Boulevard, caught fire. At 8:55 p.m. was the first call that went to the fire department. 20 minutes later, 27 firefighters had the situation under control. After 1 hour, the flames were completely down. The fire at the Renaissance required all the officials from the fire department's headquarters. According to a representative from the department, the fire drill in the Crystal Casino itself was set in place, and the security department of the hotel themselves pretty much had it under control. When the fire team appeared, execution went extremely well. According to fire officials, the generator from the Crystal Casino turned on automatically and believed the muffler overheated, causing the fire. Only the rooftop of the casino caught fire. Everyone else was evacuated safely, and luckily, no one was injured. We now take a very quick break, but coming up later on in the show, we tell you how the post office is commemorating Aruba's 25 years of independent status. But coming up next are your Around the World headlines. So stay with us.
When we return, we tell you what kind of electronic device this crocodile ate that is making him feel a bit under the weather. Stay tuned.
The Links is a challenging 9-hole ocean view golf course with 2 par 3, 2 par 5, and a 5 par 4, surrounded by luxury vacation villas and condos. Join the Donald Ross Field Golf School at The Links for professional golf instruction for either individuals or groups. Take your golf game to the next level with a private lesson or a playing lesson with Dr. Field Golf. At the Pro Shop, you can find golf equipment and accessories for purchase or rentals. Also, a large variety of logo apparel and other quality merchandise. For tee times or lessons, call 581-4653.
Welcome back, and now for your Around the World headlines. A bombing in Moscow's Domodedovo airport has killed at least 31 people, and more than 100 people are injured. According to reports, the blast was the work of a suicide bomber.
Russia's chief investigator says terrorists were behind the attack. The country's president promises that the ones responsible will be tracked down. The airport is the busiest one within the country's capital. The airport is 40 kilometers southeast from the center of the city. After this incident, the president has increased security across Russia's capital and its airports and other transport hubs, as well called an emergency meeting with the top officials.
Apple's App Store counted down its 10 billionth download this weekend. The lucky customer receives $10,000 worth of virtual cash for downloads. The mother of the customer responded to the exciting news by hanging up the phone on Apple when the company called to congratulate her. She thought it was a prank call and said to the executive, "Thank you very much, I'm not interested," and hung up. The family then went into a frenzy when they realized the call was for real. They tried to call Apple back, but no response. Finally, another rep called a few hours later. The mother said her daughters were getting quite tense and would never have forgiven her and would have held it against her for all eternity. Well, luckily, this all got sorted out. And in the Ukraine, staff at an aquarium are very worried after their beloved crocodile swallowed an electronic device, a cell phone. Take a look.
The 14-year-old crocodile by the name of Gina was doing his everyday thing when visitors snapped photos of him. However, as one admirer stretched her arm out trying to take a picture of Gina opening his mouth, she dropped her cell phone right in. Workers at first did not believe the woman until the phone began ringing. According to employees, the crocodile has not been eating ever since the incident, which occurred last month. If this continues, Gina could face surgery.
Those were your world highlights. We will be right back with news from the island's Archaeology Museum and Post Office. So don't go anywhere.
After the break, we tell you what the Archaeology Museum has planned for Batiko Day, so don't go anywhere.
Bikudi and Tara Beach Resort and Spa is TripAdvisor Traveler's Choice for one of the top 10 most romantic resorts in the world. Sophisticated and stylish, located on Eagle Beach, it's one of the Caribbean's top 10 dream beaches of the world. Offering Aruba's only refined and tranquil boutique resort experience without children, it is the perfect venue for weddings and honeymoons. Inquire about their green weddings. The resort is known to be environmentally friendly and has also recently awarded the 5-Star Diamond Award by the American Academy of Hospitality.
Visiting Matthews for breakfast, lunch, or dinner offers you the perfect ambiance for quality family time. The beachside restaurant, located on the beach at Casa del Mar Resort, opens daily from 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Tuesday nights are best known for their all-you-can-eat ribs, and Sundays for their spectacular champagne brunch. And as for their romantic dinner on the beach package, call Matthews today at 588-7300.
Tuesday, January 25th is a national holiday celebrating Batiko Cruz. He was the driving force behind Aruba achieving its own status within the Dutch kingdom. On this day off, for most, the Archaeology Museum is opening its doors to the public, allowing you to enjoy the temporary Rancho exhibit for one last time. Both the Archaeology Museum and the temporary exhibit Rancho will be open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Entrance is free. This is the very last day you can visit the Rancho exhibit. Associates chose to close the exhibit on this particular day to encourage more people to come out and enjoy the festivities on Main Street. Be there for 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. specifically, as the staff in the museum are organizing an event sailing miniature boats in town. After the closing of the temporary exhibit, a new one will be put on display on National Museum Day, which is May 18th. And the theme will center around Aruba's 25th anniversary on attaining their very own status. Here is a representative from the museum to tell you why you should visit.
Offering the public an opportunity, a chance to visit the museum when normally they would not have the time to do this. Also, the Historic Museum, which is at Fort Southman, also decided to open the same hours as us, from 10 o'clock in the morning till 2 p.m. in the afternoon, so that it will be even more interesting for families, friends, etc. to come to Oranjestad, because there are more activities going on. So Oranjestad will be really a very nice place to visit with your family and friends this day.
Besides for the museum displaying monumental things to the public, the post office is also commemorating Aruba celebrating 25 years of independence. If you stop by the post office from January 19th to March 18th, you will be able to visit the expo being displayed. The expo centers around the topic of Aruba celebrating its independent status for 25 years. Therefore, those involved are the faces of the stamps and more historical facts available for you at the expo. The post office welcomes all students and schools to visit. Here is a representative from the post office for more details.
It is all the materials we have, original artworks, and it's a very exciting opportunity for us to show all what we have really has to do with art, with culture, with flora, fauna, everything that has to do from Aruba. And therefore we are open doors since the 19th of January till the 18th of March.
If you'd like more information on the post office, call 528-7678 and ask for Catherine Leclerc. And that's the world and the island for you in 15 minutes. On behalf of the crew for 15 on 15, we want to wish you a very joyous Batiko Day. May your day be spent patriotically with one another. As for us, we'll be back for you on Wednesday. Bye for now.